Chasing love in an empty bar. Pour a drink till I make it past. The midnight hour seems to come and go, but I know. Walk on up with a drink in hand, sipping mixes cause you can. And all the lights begin to switch off. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high. Chasing the light, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high. Chasing the night, holding on for life, feeding the high. Chasing the night, chasing the night. Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare. The sights and cities seem to fall away when you stay. Locked in love for a night or two, losing sleep just to get a few. Day to day you wanna stay out. You're chasing the light, holding on for life, feeling the high. Chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high. Chasing the night, holding on for life, feeling the high. Chasing the night, chasing the night.
You call my bluff for the last time. This ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No life. I see the clue between the strobe lights. I'm haunted, black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Used to want it bad, used to want it bad, but I can't taste it. I can't help you now, okay? Follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Get push, follow me around, okay? Black face. Hey, follow me around, okay? Get push, got too much up on my plate, now I can't think. I said woke up to get X and now I'm feeling this is it. Want the money, want the rest. I do purse, not no cess. They say Donis, why you sad? I said I just need to think. Red tape, got too close, I hate the city. Black face, show you everything you need till you fornicate it bad. Someone said it's sad, cause I used to want it bad. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you too many times, yeah. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you. I know it's in my head. Follow me around, okay? Black face, hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face, hey, follow me around, okay? Got too much up on my follow me around, okay? Black face, hey, No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black as the soul in me and the heart I had for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Bring me to oh, you bring me to life. Now you bring me back to life. Bring me to life. No.
I stopped on my side, tried to run on a faulty line. I'm safe only, even though we burn from the light I bleed. But she bring me back, not a heart attack could take away all the love I had for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life. Oh, you bring me to life. Oh, you bring me to life. Oh, you bring
Yeah. Let's talk. Look, ayo, we rose from the dust to the sun. They claiming that we the one, never one-on-one. Teamwork till we done. Sent on a mission, we got ambition. Never scared, we won't run. Never one and done. Some sit back and some like the hunt. I pick my teammates up when they fall. And if I ball, we all ball. Crashing balls, crossovers and all. Just call us the balls. Don't fear nothing, call us galore. Serving them all. We outside, we barely indoors because we gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine, shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back. This is the moment to go. This is the moment to shine. This is the moment to show. Show me the rocks you could climb. This is the moment to feel the path like you legally blind. I can promise this is ours cause we built for this, kill for this. Pushing buttons, do it quick, push it off and do assist. Oh, y'all think we new to this? Pound for pound, break it down. Watch what we gon' do with this. Teamwork got us fluid with. Make y'all look like sewages. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Gave it everything when we had nothing. Holding on by a thread, couldn't grab nothing. Seems we moved on to a better place. Shine, shine away from the shade. But now that we're here, ain't no going back.
That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide. And with the rhymes that make the dimes, I'll close their eyes and fantasize. I'm divine calling their phone number. No, you know I love you. And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats on stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young, black, successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move. 3, 2, bringing summer to you.
Oh, ready, let's go. Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. Cause you know like I know. We'll take it round and round again.
Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime. I can't take it back. I know what I want, but it seems so damn far away. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. Then you better use it. Tell yourself day after day it's time to prove it. No days off, keep the hustle moving. Wanna see you be what you wanted to be, prove it. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. Say you wanna be somebody. You say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody.
All right, everybody, welcome to the stream. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Verum versus Strife, lower bracket semi-final. The winner of this match still has a chance to go all the way this season. The loser of this will be done for the season, but at least they'll get a breather for a few days. I will say both of these teams very evenly matched, in my opinion, in terms of just overall skill, team chemistry, individual talent. I guess this is really just going to come down to which of these squads has been practicing more recently. Joel's going to get things rolling here at mid. Mills maybe getting just a bit too aggressive with that mid peak. Still over a minute for Strife to work with here. And even though they're in B tunnel, this is not a B commit. They're actually making their way towards lower. Chu able to get one. He was hiding at lower exit. But Slight able to trade out. Slight now leading his team onto Catwalk. Strife with the one-man advantage. Ajax gonna have to come up huge here on the defensive stop. And Default not able to do so. Slight showing off that Glock accuracy once again. Nice little dome shot towards Default. But Pendulum punches back. USP headshot lands above Default ledge. But Saturn throws his Glock into the mix, able to trade out onto Pendulum just a couple seconds later. And Joel's showing us that he indeed does have some long-range Glock skills there, as showcased from Big Pit. And Strife have indeed secured the first half pistol round here. Verum is forcing up, and I've been skeptical of a lot of the forces we've been seeing lately in Premier playoffs, but For Dust 2 and for how balanced these teams are, I think this is a fair force for Verum. I'll give him the okay for this one. Not going to chastise him too much. But if they lose this round, I'm going to act like I knew they shouldn't have forced, okay? Pendulum being aggressive at mid with a couple teammates. It's actually going to be Pendulum letting 2 MP9 headshots at mid. And Scottio, what just happened at cross? Scottio lands the headshot through the smoke with the scout. Swaps out to the MP9. It's only Austin and Joel's remit. What just Scottio? Come on, man. I'm trying to ease into this match. You're hitting all these complex plays and shots already. Let's slow it down. Joel's gonna be pushing out mid. Has the flanking on to Scottio. What? Okay, what is going on? What is happening here? Scottio somehow shielding himself on the ledge. Joel's eventually finishing him off. I'm sure Joel's is just as confused. That's why Joel's was just standing there in mid for a couple seconds after that happened. He was like, what do I even... What just... Joel's almost lost his life because he was just standing there in a haze at mid after that happened. Joel's going to redeem himself at long. Grabs 2 more with the AK-47, and that's going to leave only Mills remaining here. He's moving up CT spawn ramp. Austin keeping an eye on cross angle, and Mills will walk right into his Galil crosshairs there. And Verum. So do I get to say it? I knew the force. I knew they shouldn't have forced. I'm just kidding. That really could have went either way once contact was made at the A's side. And Verum gonna play it safe this round, buying a few upgraded pistols, but ultimately just waiting for round 4 for them to have their true test here on Dust 2. Saturn watching that long push, and Mills was leading Verum, 3 Verum players there towards long door. It's actually going to be Scottio registering the first kill, or excuse me, the second kill of the round there at mid. But another pair of trades goes out at long entry. Austin able to actually get 2 as he clears out B. That's going to leave only Chu and Pendulum remaining here for the CT side. Austin gets a 3rd as he covers the B side. Pendulum able to take out Stamina in B tunnels, but regardless of that, Pendulum's still going to be trying... Oh! He's not going to be able to save. Austin on the hunt from mid, and Strife increases their lead to 3 rounds here on Dust 2. Okay, so this is Verum's true test right here. Round 4, it's a full rifle buy. They absolutely need to get their first round on the board. Mills and Ajax just haven't really been able to get anything going yet. Both still looking for their first kill here. But we're still very, very early in the map here, so let's wait and see what Verum has in store for us. Scottio guarding B entry, able to get 1. Immediately traded out, though, by Joel's, and Stamina and Slide each doing some work at the A site. They didn't clear out Ajax at long, though. And so Stamina will be traded out just a few seconds after those initial picks. Joel's leading the way onto the B site. And it looks like Strife should be able to get a plant down here. It's only Pendulum and Ajax still. Trying to make... Alright, no, it looks like Verum already committing to the save several seconds ago. Ajax is in kind of a dangerous position there for an exit. So Strife probably going to have to exit B doors towards spawn and mid to avoid that contact outside of B tunnel. which might not be the case here. Joel's with 15 HP. This might be his final couple seconds there, and it was. Ajax able to register at least one late A1S kill. Make that 2. Goes for a 3rd, but Slight able to get the late trade. Bomb will detonate, and Strife now leading 4-0. I'm not left with enough cash for a proper buy here. Strife spreading out a bit here, but looks like they do want to take control of long. Pendulum, meanwhile, getting very aggressive at mid. That was an extremely dangerous play from Pendulum. I'm really surprised he pushed up that far with an AWP. And he didn't even have a teammate directly next to him in case things went wrong for the trade. So Verum able to get 2 picks early here. But Jolt and Slice still forcing their way onto the A side. Mills flanking long, gets 2 with the A1S. And that might put any attempt of Strifes at winning this round to rest here. Joel's going to have to clutch a 1v3 with an AK. Minute on the clock. Joel's need to check his close ramp angle. He does there at the last second, but only able to get 1. Traded out by Scottio with the FAMAS. And Verum have indeed registered their first round of the map. Some early contact being made at mid. Chu somehow surviving with just a single HP after rotating towards B window. Slight took quite a bit of damage as well early there, but wasn't able to finish off Chu with that op quite yet. So strangely, no kills going out yet. Even though that last HE on Cat knocked stamina down to 6 HP, still 3 Strife players on Cat. Make that 4, as they do have a lurker back at the beginning of Cat. They have a player in B tunnel as well. And all 10 players in the server are still alive, despite multiple players with severe injuries here. And Strife really running the clock down here. They're on 3 Deagles, a Scout, and AWP on the Force. But just don't know if they have enough health to pull this off. Mills gonna catch stamina, leading the way towards platform from Cat. Slight is able to trade out onto Pendulum. But there's still some CTs lurking at long. Regardless, Joel's gonna get that plant down towards default. Should be an interesting retake here. Verum split up kind of 2-2 with 2 long, 2 CT spawn. They're already grouping towards long ramp. Mills and Ajax able to get a quick 2 as they open up the site for Scottio to finish off Saturn. There's more than enough time to defuse here, and Verum slicing that lead of Stripes down to just 2 now. So Strife not going to be able to have enough cash for the full buy here in round 7. They'll be settling with upgraded pistols. Looks like they do want to potentially take A here. They've already got 5 on Cat. Joel's making his way up Xbox onto Cat now. And Verum has caught on, at least to some extent, about this Cat push. Defensive smokes are out. Strife still gonna push through, dropping through the smoke into CT spawn. Pendulum able to get 2 with the A1S. Make that 3 for Pendulum. Joel's, meanwhile, trying to make something happen there at the B site with Slight. Does get 1 with the P250. Stamina in Tunnel. Able to finish off Scottio, but Pendulum good for a 4th kill as that HE lands right in Stamina's hands there at the exit of B Tunnel. So Verum within a single round of potentially tying things up now. They're going to be running their first double AWP setup of the match. Strife continuing to allow some time off the clock here as they spread out on their default once more. Looks like they're now rotating a couple players up. Xbox Slight still lurking towards the exit of B Tunnel, trying to get a pick into B. He'll be killed off quickly after making his peek. Mills able to get 1 Cat. Joel's does get the trade there at the top of Cat. Opper down on Verum. Verum still with the 1-man advantage, but not anymore. Saturn taking control of Long A. Austin already planting the C4 during all that chaos. We're left in a 3-on-3. Verum with some nice nades up into the side. I thought those were actually going to do more damage than they did. Austin at 60 HP now. Scottio leading the way up Catwalk. Chu inbound from CT spawn. Looks like Verum is going for this one. Approaching default boxes. Austin still at default. Makes the peek. Hits the initial headshot. Pendulum trades him out. We're left in a 1v2. It's only Pendulum remaining here for Verum, and he's running out of time. Accidentally right clicks to start taking off his silencer of his USP there. I can't imagine that was an intentional right click. But regardless, Verum just didn't have any time to work with there, and even Pendulum really didn't have enough health to prolong that. Mills on the early peek at mid with the AWP. Not gonna find the pick he's looking for. Strife looked like they were thinking about Cat again, but now falling back through T spawn. They were able to squeeze out a full buy this round, although they only have 1 player with head armor here on the CT side. Strife, meanwhile, not upgrading those from those Galils or that Mac 10 yet. All 10 players in the server still alive. 40 seconds on the clock. Saturn leading the late push onto the B side. Scottio from Boost gets the first 2. It gets traded out by Stamina, but Chu backing him up there at the B side. Good for 2 at the A1S. Pendulum gonna get the final kill of the round there at the B site, and Verum once again back within a single round of potentially tying this up. Chu pushing mid once more. This guy's insane. Already took down Stamina. There's no way Stamina was expecting that hardcore of a push. Chu whipping around 180 degrees to B tunnel exit. Able to finish off Joel's and Pendulum once more. Getting a double with the A1S. It's only slight remaining. Mill's going to finish him off with an op headshot there at mid. And Verum with a very nice round despite that being an eco for Strife. But Verum now in a bit of a back and forth here with Strife. And it looks like Strife maybe could have squeezed out a full buy if they wanted to. They would have been missing some utility and maybe a few sets of head armor, but Strife instead gonna go with 4 Tech 9s and a Desert Eagle in the hands of Joel's. Strife still right here on the edge of long entry, but not fully committing to the long peek yet. Chu is on the flank with the A1S. It's Austin watching the flank with the Tech 9, but is he going to be prepared for this peek? Chu making his way in from doors. Austin with a chance to finish him off, not able to do so. Meanwhile, Pendulum and Ajax combining for 2 there from near default. Pendulum swinging in from cross, gets another with the A1S, and Ajax will finish off Stamina after Stamina put out the trade there. And Verum has captured the lead here on Dust 2, now leading by 1. Strife spreading out a bit, but contact being made in lower B tunnel. Chu was getting aggressive again. And Strife is just going to have to be expecting these aggressive mid and B tunnel pushes from now on. They were able to get the trade there, but they did lose Austin early. Ajax tossing that molly long. He hears it connect onto Saturn. I guess that just did a single damage, but either way, he heard the footsteps there of Saturn. Stamina. Nice little pick there at mid with the AK-47. 2-man advantage for Strife. Excuse me, 1-man advantage for Strife with less than a minute here. Scadio still holding his ground at mid. Surely him and Joel's about to make contact. Joel's caught looking away towards CT spawn. Scadio gonna make him pay for that one. Saturn on top of Xbox finds Ajax trying to cross over to the B site. Stops him right in his tracks with an AK-47 headshot. Mills keeping an eye on Cat meanwhile. Forced to drop down, but his HE will connect with Stamina. And that'll bring us to a 2-on-2. Mills still here in CT spawn. Saturn and Slight advancing onto the A side. Slight will successfully plant the C4. He hears those footsteps on ramp. Slight on the quick peek, able to get Mills. Scadio trades out, and Scadio able to get the AK headshot onto Slight as well. And Scadio's firing off some well-deserved op shots into the ground there. Yeah, you let him know, Scott. Still more than enough time to defuse, and what a clutch there from Scadio. 1v2 coming up from the ramp. Saturn leading the way out long. Ajax caught on the push. Slight pushing long further. Pendulum will fall at cross. And Austin accidentally ricocheting a smoke off his teammate's calf there. Chu popping out across. Good for one. Austin does trade out. Scodio was still trying to make something happen there from CT spawn. Does get traded out. Mills caught lurking in mid. And Strife gonna be back to within just one round of a potential tie. 2 rounds left in the half. And Strife started off Dust 2 on a very strong note. It's still a bit of a back and forth here. Too early to tell who might have the momentum in the second half. Both these teams, as I mentioned earlier, you know, very balanced in terms of their skill sets and what they're both capable of. Saturn finds Ajax on the long push. Strife continuing to take the A site. That might just be enough to open things up for the plant. Mills still at long with the AWP. He needs to rotate back to up long further to help out. But I think he was convinced that he was getting pushed there from long entry. That's not going to be the case, though. Saturn taking out Chu on Sky. Scodio able to trade out. And Verum likely not going to be able to go for this one. Looks like they will be falling back to save these weapons. Bomb will officially detonate, and that's going to put us at 7-7 as we head into the final round of the first half. Verum do have enough money to get a majority buy here. Mills going to be on the AWP once more. Scodio on the A1S. Mills peeking mid early, narrow. Oh, actually, he did tag Stamina. Tags him down to 41 HP. Meanwhile, Pendulum and Chu pushing all the way up mid, but Strife actually splitting off towards B tunnel now with 3 towards long. Bit of a strange setup here from Strife. We'll see how it works out for Stamina now that he looks to be rotating back towards mid. Contact about to be made with Pendulum. Top mid is going to be Pendulum coming out on top of that encounter with Stamina. MP9 headshot landed. Pendulum trades out for the AK-47. Headshot landed onto Joel's at the exit of B tunnel. And it's only Saturn and Slight remaining here for Strife. Saturn makes the cross it long, able to kill Ajax there. Brings it to a 2-on-2. Actually, Slight, excuse me, brings it to a 2-on-2. Nice little Deagle headshot. Top mid. He's going to pull his op back out and head towards long to group up with his teammate. But Pendulum and Scodio already flanking up long, and Pendulum going to finish off both Slight and Saturn there from the behind angle. It's just, oh man. Strife could have played that a little bit differently there, but either way, Verum going to be going into the second half, leading by 1. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
up with the chatting. I just step up and make it happen. It's a lifestyle. Living young and restless, yeah, we quite wild. If I want it, I'ma get it talking right now. And I ain't got no regrets, it's my time now. Lights out when you see us talking moves. You don't know that's the topic. And if you talking juice, well then you know I got it. Then you know I got it. Nobody got it like me. You know. They can try, but can do it like Vinny. Yeah, no permission.
Welcome back, everybody. We're officially live for the second half here. Verum looking to get things rolling at long. Ajax with the only upgraded pistol here on the T side. Ajax ever so quietly creeping up long now, leading his teammates all the way towards car now. Stamina, keeping an eye on Cross from CT ramp, hits the initial headshot onto Chu, looking for more. Saturn from Cat trying to do what he can. Eventually does land the headshot on Scodio there at Goose. Slight jumping from near elevator, able to take out one in the sight. Some aerobatics being displayed there from Slight as he finds a second kill in the side, and it's only Mills remaining at Cat. He was able to take care of Joel's on Plat, but ultimately traded out almost immediately by Austin. More than enough time for the defuse here, and Strife has indeed tied things up here in the second half, now sitting at 8-8. Verum on the full force buy here. That's 3 Galils, a MAC-10, a scout in the hands of Chu here for the terrorist side. Verum spreading out a bit. Pendulum now looking to regroup with teammates in mid, potentially lead them outdoor, but Slight right there in CT mid, able to take care of Pendulum through doors and the smoke. So the force buy not starting out as planned here for Verum, but they've still got a minute 5 to work with. Verum continuing to let some time off the clock here as they regroup on Cat. Looks like this likely is going to be an A commit. Not a whole lot of time to make a U-turn now. It looks like the utility will go out onto the A side. Mills leading the way towards platform. He's going to fall to stamina there at Cross. Chu able to get the trade with the scout. Ajax covering ramp here as Scodio with only 2 HP is able to get the bomb down. Slight is still on a ramp. Austin moving up CT spawn ramp towards elevator. Austin able to get one from elevator, make that 2. Joel's finishing off Chu at catwalk, and There's going to be more than enough time to defuse once again, and Strife has recaptured the lead by a single round here in map 1. And Verum maybe on the semi-buy here. 2 Tech 9s, a Deagle being bought on the terrorist side. Mills going to be full saving with the Glock. Ajax buying a P250 there last second. Verum sending 4 into B tunnel. Looks like they're already going to be making their way out middle. They smoke off CT spawn cross, but Stamina doesn't care. He fires right through that. Gets a kill, and Austin peeking out from B window towards mid. Lines up 3 with the A1S. Looking for a 4th. Pendulum still alive in mid there to the left-hand side of door, and sneaky spot. Hits the headshot onto Pendulum, and that's a nice little 4K for Austin there. Verum on the full buy now. Mills with the op in hand once more. Looks like Verum does want to make some sort of long commit here. Already throwing 4 long. They've got a lurker in B tunnel. Strife seems to be catching on that this might be a long take. Stamina tossing a smoke up into the site for his brethren there. Always still a bit strange to see here post Riptide update. And Verum has passed cross at long. Ajax leading the way. Saturn able to return fire with the A1S from sight. And him and Austin able to get 2 kills immediately there on site. Backed up for a 3rd as Joel started rotating in there. Regardless, bomb was planted during all that chaos. Stamina gonna find Scotio on elevator ledge as he tries to peek out towards CT spawn ramp. That's gonna leave only Chu remaining here to guard the bomb. Does bring it to a 1v3. Stamina down. Gets another. It's a 1v2. Make that a 1v1. Chu just got 3 with the AK, but with no ammo remaining, doesn't finish off Austin, and there's just barely enough time to defuse. Austin has the kit, secures the defuse, doesn't get any closer than that. Strife now leading by 3, and Verum probably bit heartbroken about that clutch, but they knew that was going to be an uphill battle regardless there at the end. And it looks like a timeout has been called by Verum here. Likely just talking over how they're going to innovate a bit and slow down Strife from potentially just running away with this one. Live play will be resuming, though. It looks like Strife sending 3B early. Don't know if that's going to work out for them. Verum already sending 4 towards long. Mills taking control of B tunnel, but for how long? Austin peeks into tunnel. Mills ready for the headshot. Make that 2 headshots for Mills before Stamina trades out from bottom of B stairs. Stamina maybe could have peeked a little bit sooner there from Spiral, but regardless, the trade does go out. Still a 1-man advantage for Verum, though. Verum taking control of Big Pit, making their way up long. Pendulum blinded, but still hitting the headshot into the site. Joel's down. And that's going to leave only 2 Strife players remaining. They're likely just going to be saving their weapons here. Ajax free to plant at the A site. Stamina and Slide already falling back to T-spawn via B. It's not guaranteed quite yet that they'll be able to save this. Vera might push out towards T-spawn here. Looks like they're going to decide against that, though. Ajax holding off here at long entry. Bomb will officially detonate, and Verum back to within 2 rounds here. I think just maybe Strife's discipline and protocols might be just a hair stronger than Verum at the moment. We'll see if that comes into play here on the CT side. Slide holding that angle at B entry, able to get 2 with the AWP. Make that 3 for Slight. Finally traded out from Boost Box there. Chu gonna force the plant, as Strife did not make any further peeks into the site with that smoke door. Mills and Chu somehow gonna try to defend 2v4. Mills taking way more Molotov damage than he was expecting there. He is able to fall back to platform. Austin and Co making their way into the site. Chu on the initial peek from platform, able to get 1. Chu whips over towards default and takes out Joel's as well, but Saturn good for both trades. Just enough time for the defuse there, and Strife increasing their lead to 3 rounds once more. Contact being made early at long. Strife able to get Scotty down with the A1S. Joel's nice sauce with that Molotov, and Ajax can't get out of the way of those flames. Chu finally trades back, but it's only Mills alive now for the terrorist side. And that was a very quick round. I guess Mills still gonna maybe, I don't know if he'll try to plant the bomb or not. Might just be trying to get some peeks here at B tunnel. This would be quite a 1v4 if he somehow strung this one together, but even just getting a pick onto B plat would be a bit of an accomplishment here. But with still a minute left, this save is not guaranteed yet. Mills pushing out middle, AWP in hand. Joel's at dark spot of CT spawn will finish off Mills, and Strife inching closer to a potential map 1 victory, but Verum still with some chances to get back into this one. Verum won't have enough for a full proper buy here, but they're still gonna squeeze. Oh, well, I'm semi-wrong, maybe. They're still able to squeeze out 4 AKs. Mills having to settle for the Tech 9, no head armor. Verum thought about going long early, but after initial contact is made, they rotate back towards mid, already making their way into B tunnel now. And Strife certainly already sharing that information with their teammates. But now Verum's slowing it down, kind of just waiting for a Strife push here, and I guess if that's what they wanted, that's what they got, but Ajax will fall at Catwalk. Pendulum still with only 28 HP from that initial skirmish. Stamina on the mid peak does take care of Chu. Mills still peeking into the B site, but Joel's this time peeks back, finishes off Mills partially through that smoke grenade. It's only Scodio and Pendulum remaining here for Verum. All Strife players still alive, and certainly Scott and Pendulum going to be saving this. But maybe not yet. Scottio's still moving up. Cat, what are you doing, Scott? Oh, boy. Scottio not going to be able to save his AK, and I think Strife wasn't going to push him and go on the hunt, so I think he would have been clear to just fall back there, but he maybe wanted at least one exit with him there, but that really wasn't necessary. Now it's only Pendulum alive with 18 HP. He's going to be finished off by Stamina and CT spawn, and Strife securing a 14th round for themselves. Verum running out of chances to make the comeback here in map 1. Verum just needs to get back to their basics here, start using a lot of utility, get the trades when they need to, win the duels that they need to win, and there you go! Mills wins the first duel at Long Age. Slide is down. Verum not out of this one yet, folks. Minute 35 to work with. Verum sitting at the one-man advantage. Verum still grouped up in B tunnel. They have Ajax lurking mid, watching that double door rotation. Ajax gonna have to be careful not to get flanked from top mid though, from that long push. Some utility being exchanged by both teams here at the B side. Verum laying down some suppressive fire through that smoke into B. It's not gonna connect on any enemies though. Verum continuing to allow some time off the clock. They still have the one-man advantage here. Only 35 seconds left, though, so they're going to have to make a commit pretty soon here. Looks like Verum does want to take it towards the A site. Ajax leading the way up Catwalk. It's either going to be him or Chu on this initial peak. Stamina and Saturn looking to hold things down from A. They do so far. Saturn able to get 2 from barrels. Eventually traded out by Scottio from Cat. But Stamina from default. Able to get 1 long, 1 Cat. And then whips back over towards Car and finishes off Pendulum. There wouldn't have been time to plant regardless. And Strife now sitting at map point here. Leading 15-9 on Dust 2. And Ajax, who normally has a lot better showings than what's occurred here in D2 so far, he just wasn't able to really get things going this whole game thus far. Let's see if Verum can potentially prolong this and make a rally for OT. Chu and Ajax leading the way into the B side. They do get 2. Austin traded out onto Pendulum there, but that should be enough space for Ajax to get the bomb down. He does. Strife potentially looking to retake 3v4, but Mills stops Stamina in his tracks there. Lower the tunnel. Mills does get traded out just a couple moments later by Saturn. Saturn and Slight probably going to be saving this one. Looks like they're just hanging out, lurking for exits now. Slight lurking in mid, able to get Ajax as he pops out a B window. Slight looking for more trouble at mid. Oh, and Slight looked like he had a great chance there to land that on Chu, but wasn't able to do so. Bomb will officially detonate, and Verum trailing by 5. Can they rally for OT here, or is Strife just going to wrap things up? Strife is on a full buy once more, including Slight saving that AWP. Slight keeping an eye on Cat and top mid and just unscopes just as a Verum player came into vision for him. Verum not making a commit to either site yet, just continuing to spread out and shave some seconds off the clock. Minute 5 for Verum to work with. They're now regrouping at Xbox and Catwalk. All 5 Verum players on or near Cat now. Utility being used towards the A site. This is going to be an A commit from Verum. Mills still lurking back in mid, able to find Slight on the peak. Pendulum looking to clear the A site, gets one at cross. Scotio able to help him out there, finishing off Joel's at Goose. That's going to free up Chu to get the bomb planted, and Verum not out of this one yet. Scotty finishing off Austin there towards CT spawn. It's only Saturn remaining here at long A, and Ajax did check the angle, but then looked away because he just probably just didn't even realize it in the moment because there's just never anyone there. It was almost like his character looked that direction, but IRL, he wasn't even really paying attention to it because he just assumed no one was there. Strife going for a semi-buy here. Fordes Regal's scout in the hands of Joel's. Verum needs 4 in a row to push this to overtime. They've still got a shot at it. Joel's on the long peak, does get tagged by that scout, or excuse me, that AWP. Chu gonna still be leading the way up long for Verum. Chu takes out 3, make that a 4K for Chu as he lands that final headshot on the stamina coming out of Cat there. Incredible round from Chu, just taking in things into his own hands there at cross, and Strife will have enough cash to buy up though. Slight gonna be on the AWP once more. Only 1 set of head armor here on the counter-terrorist side. We'll see if that comes into play later in the round. All is quiet so far. Verum taking control of mid, grouping outside doors and Xbox. Looks like they want to smoke CT spawn. This might be a mid to B push. All 4, make that all 5 Verum players now. Pushing out mid doors, more smokes going out at cross. This is going to be a full commit out mid, likely towards the B side for Verum. Ajax leading the way towards B. Hopping through that window. They still haven't got a pick yet in B though, and Austin able to get 2 from his position by Carr. His teammates helping him finish off the final 2 members of Verum there. And Strife was looking pretty sharp there during the entire second half. A well-deserved map going to the Strife corner there on map 1. We'll be back in just a few minutes for map 2. We'll see if Verum can bounce back, potentially push this to a 3rd map. Don't go anywhere.
So I got for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing summer
1,
to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it round the world and back again. Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know like that
a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime. I can't take it back. I know what I want, but it seems so damn far away. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. Then you better use it. Tell yourself day after day it's time to prove it. No days off, keep the hustle moving. Wanna see you be what you wanted to be, prove it. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. Say you wanna be somebody. You say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody. And you say you wanna be somebody.
Sarah, I hurt myself today trying to make the pain go away. Sarah, I want to fade away, be with the stars in outer space. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low. But I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's my leave for the melancholy. Couldn't fill a hole inside me. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah, I lost myself today trying to find ways to make you stay. Sarah, I want to go away, close my eyes, never wake up again. You come and you go,
You take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do this on my own anymore. Oh no, now it's Molly for the melancholy. Cody, fill a hole inside me. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Now it's Xannies till I numb my psyche. Cocaine just to feel my heartbeat. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Sarah.
Like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return. Something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return. Something is calling me, it's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. Oh, I see the signs and I see we're there. And I feel the lies and I feel the sand. Forever hold, no matter if we're cast away. A fire in the dark. I know that you won't be where we're again.
welcome back to the stream, everybody. We're officially underway here for map 2. Both these teams historically pretty evenly matched on Mirage as well. We'll see if Verum can bounce back here. They were in a bit of a back and forth for quite a while there on map 1, but ultimately in the end, Strife just able to overpower. We'll see what Verum has in store for us here on Pistol. Scadio leading the way out mid, but Stamina and Slight returning fire here from Catwalk, each good for a USP headshot. Chu able to trade back on Stamina with that P250. Still a one-man advantage for Strive. And Strive just basically astrolling all the way past mid here. And they do find one more USP headshot. Joel's, meanwhile, keeping an eye on the A side. Finds Ajax out in the open there. And it's only Mills remaining in underpass. And wow, that was a lot of confidence from Strive, just pushing all those angles so early, especially sending 2 all the way down Catwalk. That was fairly impressive from Strive, although Mills does find Slight there at the beginning of B Halls with that that P250. Mills did get tagged down to 31 HP, but still maybe get just one more tap. He certainly can't go for the round here. He'll try to, but Austin gonna peek back there at mid. USP headshot lands onto Mills, and Strife has indeed secured first half pistol round here on map 2. Verum not going for the force buy. Smart decision here from them. Slight, meanwhile, keeping an eye on mid early. Connects on 2 scout shots. Both Scadio and Chu sitting at 18 HP right now. Scott and Chu still kind of peeking mid, though, dangerously. So Verum basically have 3 top mid, 2 underpass here. Slight with a collat with the scout. What just happened there? Slight able to get a shot all the way through connector. It's gonna land on Cat for 2, and that will also bring a second round to the Strife side. Verum will have enough money to buy here in round 3, but Strife just looking so sharp defensively. But are these MP9s and FAMASs gonna be enough to fight back against 5 AKs? We'll find out in a moment here. Stamina getting boosted into ladder room early there from window. Let's see if he makes the aggressive cat push or not. Tosses that HE into mid, but Stamina not making the full peek into mid yet. He's got Saturn on cat with him. Pendulum, meanwhile, creeping up Catwalk. Contact surely about to be made here. Pendulum at the entrance to ladder room reacts in time to hit the AK-47 headshot onto Stamina. Pendulum falling back towards Cat, but doesn't check the main Cat angle there, and he will pay for that as Saturn hits him in the dome with an MP9. And Pendulum really should have checked his left-hand side when he exited ladder, but I guess he just thought he was safe enough to fall back without checking that. Austin and Joel's rotating into the A site, both good for a pick. Joel's actually was still below Balk. He looked for a second, got traded out. It's going to be only Austin remaining here and able to finish off Chu after bringing things to a 1v1 with that FAMAS. And Verum not able to pass their first test here on Mirage, as they will not convert the full buy to a round W there. Verum on the semi-buy, 4 Desert Eagles and a Galil here on the terrorist side. And Slight peeking window early with that AWP. Great reaction shot onto Scodio there at top mid. Austin, meanwhile, peeking towards T ramp, will kill 1. Slight able to get another pick there, this time at B Halls as he peeks out market window. Only Mills and Ajax remaining here in B Halls for Verum. They're trying to make their way onto the B side, but Stamina from bench able to take out them both with the A1S, and Strife has increased their lead to 4 rounds, and Verum gonna have to get something going here soon offensively. They will be able to afford another full buy, but if Verum doesn't win this round, that could be a bit of a psychological hit here to Verum. You start going down by 5, you've already dropped the first map. I know, I'm not trying to sound overly negative or anything. I'm just putting things in perspective. You put yourself in Verum's shoes, it can't feel great, especially if you don't come up with this round. And they know they're better than this. They know they're capable of getting this A execute. But the question is, can they? Austin and Slight say no. Slight able to get 2 with the AWP there from backside. Joel's holding things down on balcony. Hits the A1S headshot onto Mills as he crosses out in the open. Another trade does go out there for the T side, but ultimately Strife able to trade back, and they have indeed increased their lead to 5 rounds. And the psychological warfare has definitely intensified here. It looks like Verum will be calling for a timeout as they discuss how to approach here with 3 AKs. They might force Pendulum on an AK as well. Likely not, though. He's sitting at 3,400. And so 3 players on Verum with only 1 kill thus far as we head into round 6. And going back to just kind of the mental game that's going on right now. If you're Verum, you know you're talented. You guys know you have a solid, recent history here on Mirage. But it's about stringing multiple rounds together in the here and now. And when Strife is just kind of popping off in the here and now, it's a grind to even get that first round on the board. Once they get that first round, though, take a breath, kind of relax. Don't relax too much, but you can at least exhale and get that whole thought of a shutout or whatever out of your head, and then kind of go from there and start building some rounds. Joel's getting aggressive at middle, and Pendulum with a nice pick there for the T side. Comes up big with the glow. Ajax keeping an eye on Catwalk, does take out Saturn. And Mills with a perfect pick from Tetris onto the A side. And that's what you'd like to see from Verum, just winning all their duels there. That's exactly what they needed to do. Stamina does get 1 there down mid. He's traded out by Pendulum's Molotov, but Slight lurking ever so quietly on Catwalk with that AWP will find a pick across mid there, but it's only Slight remaining here for the CT side. Verum has not planted at the A site yet, and Slight tags Mills down to 3 HP, able to get the HE off in time. It will finish off Mills there at the top of T ramp, and we're left in a 1v1 Slight versus Chew, Op versus AK-47. Verum trying to get that comeback started, but Chew planting out in the open there was not the proper move. Oh man, I know he would have been maybe slightly shielded from jungle, but man, he maybe should have faked that to draw him out initially. If not, probably should have fell back and planted at the initial default boxes and not towards triple. Not that he had that information for sure about the connector push, but man, that's a heartbreaking round for Verum. Pendulum, though, Keeping Veram's hopes alive here. Gets the initial pick at the A side. Veram now flooding A. Joel's able to get one from Hell, but Mills trades him out, and Chu good for the Galil pick at CT spawn stairs. Stamina does trade out a couple seconds later there on the Mills at CT spawn stairs, but Pendulum able to trade back. AK-47 headshot landed, and this should be the first round registered here for Veram. Saturn just lurking in market, looking for an exit. Does find one. And Saturn will be falling back here towards B halls to save that AWP. So Veram gets that anxiety of grabbing their first round out of the way here. Can they build off that now and start to feel more comfortable here on Mirage? Pendulum leading the way up catwalk here for Veram. There's already two Strife players pushing Cat though. Joel's gonna connect on a kill down connector onto Pendulum. Scottio able to trade out there in connector. Another pair of trades go out near Cat, but Scottio finds another pick at the A side. Austin down, one man advantage for Veram. Bomb is in mid though in the hands of Mills. Opper. Scottio able to clear jungle though. That should allow Mills to quickly get over to A here and get the plant down. And Stamina likely just going to be saving this A1S, but he's still on the forceful lurk here at mid. Does take out Ajax there, Cat Fence. Can't imagine he's going to be going for this one though. Stamina looking for a late exit here in Palace, but he's not going to find it. Veram going to be exiting the site through CT spawn and jungle. Bomb will officially detonate. That'll be a second round going the way of Veram. Let's see if this is the beginning of the comeback here. Strife not left with enough cash for a proper buy here. So this is certainly Veram's time to capitalize. Strife not taking a timeout, not that they need to. But they're going into this round with just one rifle, a deagle in the hands of Saturn as well. With three remaining Strife players just on full saves with USPs right now. Veram spreading out a bit here on their default. Scottio finding contact here in early B halls. Lands the headshot onto Slight. And so that starts the round for Veram. Pendulum adds to the good news for Veram. Catches Austin peeking out of connector. Chu landing a substantial amount of damage onto Saturn there. CT spawn stairs does bring him down to half HP. Stamina on the peak from window, though. Nice little A1S headshot towards top mid. Pendulum down. Scottio was there to trade back. Saturn just kind of hanging out there at triple box. Tries to go for a 1D, but Scottio gonna put him down. Joel's with the Zeus. Say it ain't so. Chu gonna walk into his Zeus death there in Palace as Joel's falls back, smiling all the way. And Joel's looking to save this AK-47, but will also take Ajax with him as he fires off that AK one more time. Verum has sliced that lead of Strifes down to 3, and things looking much more doable now for Verum. Looks like Verum has called for a timeout as they look to discuss how to innovate against Strife here in round 10. They know Strife's going to be on a full rifle buy. Slight will be on the AWP once more as well. But there's no head armor over here on the CT side. Joel's can afford some, but his teammates won't be able to make that purchase. Live play will be resuming. Mills going to be on the AWP once more for Verum. Let's see how they approach here. I don't think this is going to be a full-out rush from Verum, but we'll see. Oh, maybe it is. They're already pushing 3 through Palace early, but Joel's making the peek into Palace. Takes out 2 before getting traded out by Ajax. Chu continuing to look for a peek there at T ramp. Ajax with a nice spam through balcony. Austin gonna get headshotted there down in hell, and Austin not gonna be too happy about that one. Still a one-man advantage here for Strife. Minute 18 for Verum to work with. Ajax spots 1 CT outside of connector stairs there. But no further contact being made after that peek about 15 seconds ago. Verum still in a 2v3. It looks like they are going for this one. Maybe not, though. Ajax, it looks like he's waiting for Mills to make a move there or a distraction. Mills able to take out Stamina in connector. And Verum just might still be going for this one. They are. Ajax using that as his cue to advance towards the A side. 10 seconds on the clock. Ajax moves up towards triple box. He's committing to the plant. Will successfully get the bomb planted. Here's that op towards CT spawn stairs. It's going to be both Saturn and Slight back there at spawn stairs. 2-on-2 situation. Can Mills and Ajax hold out here for Verum? Slight double scope into connector. Mills down. Ajax left in a 1v2. Here's the defuse. It's a fake. Ajax makes the peek, takes out Saturn, but ultimately traded out by Slight, who, even though he doesn't have a kit, will have enough time for the defuse here. And Strife increasing their lead to 4 rounds once more. That was about as close as it gets there at the end of the round. We'll see how Verum responds to this adversity. Looks like they should be able to get a full buy going for themselves, although Verum has called for another timeout, which is a smart move of them here. They know they're still in this one. 4-round deficit for Verum actually isn't too bad here. They can just kind of rally on this round, maybe get a dub and offset Strife's economy for at least 1 or 2 rounds. I think Verum could put themselves in a pretty solid position before the second half starts. Verum spreading out a bit here on their default, although they are sending Scodio and Pendulum down to underpass now. We'll see if they end up going for the window boost or not. Verum now sending 2 players into Palace. It does look like they want to lean the bomb towards the A side. And indeed, it looks like Pendulum will get boosted into window. There is a CT right there in window. Joel's in stamina. Good for a stop there in mid, but Ajax continuing to force the issue with the A side. Joel's going to be finished off its sandwich, and this round is all Verum so far. Although Saturn keeps Strife in that momentarily with nice A1S headshot from jungle, but Ajax ultimately there to trade out, slices that lead of Strife's back down to 3, and Strife left without enough cash to buy this round. They might buy a few upgraded pistols. Look like they will here. 257 Steagle being bought here on the CT side, but Joel's and Slight going to be full saving with USPs. Joel's on the Zeus again in Palace. This time it's early in the round. Shoot down. Ajax does eventually get the trade there a couple seconds later. Ajax good for a second as Austin falls in sight, but Slide is still in the sight. Using that 5-7 to its full potential. 257 headshots going out from default boxes. Mills eventually getting some redemption there on the Slight with the AWP, but Saturn on the flank from T-Ramp brings it to a 1v1, picks up the AWP. Saturn, 66 HP. Scadio with only 18. Scadio acting like he has more, though, by the way he was approaching Saturn there. I think he wants Saturn to think he does have more health than that. Scadio able to pick up the bomb and get the plant. Saturn going to be rotating all the way back through B and then market. Or is he just going to be saving this? No, he's rotating through market. Saturn drops the smoke, right clicks it onto the bomb, hops up on hazard box, but Scadio pushing from T-Ramp will finish off Saturn, prevent any attempt at a defuse there, and Strife now leading by 2 rounds once more. And Verum is still back in this one though, so Strife, well, neither team here can really get too comfortable. See if Verum can potentially tie this one up before the half. Strife seems to have found their chemistry once again. Saturn taking a lot of early Molotov damage there, though, over at the A site. That's definitely not what he was expecting there early. Verum continuing to spread out. Ajax boosted into window, but stamina right there waiting for him next to the smoke. Lands the A1S headshot. Still a minute remaining here for Verum to work with. Verum now rotating through connector. Scadio leading the way towards jungle. Joel's down. Brings it to a 4-on-4. Time is ticking, though. Verum going to need to get that plant down soon. Austin falls at hell. Nice clear there from Pendulum. Looks like he will commit to the plant. Oh, but won't be able to get it down. Slight going to make the spam from near ticket box through triple. Incredible shot there from Slight. Scadio does pick it back up and gets the plant down. Mills with a nice shot there towards balcony, brings it to a 2-on-2. Saturn leading the way back onto the site for the retake. Finds Scadio there out in the open. Able to get one A1S kill. Can he get a second? It's Mills, the only man remaining there for Verum. able to kill Saturn with a nice op headshot, but Slight getting the immediate trade, and he'll have more than enough time for the defuse. And Strife now back up by 3 rounds. Strife looking to stop that B Hall's push. Chu and Scadio leading the way on to B, but they'll fall early as Slight and Stamina combine for 3. There was a trade that went out, but Pendulum will fall as well. Mills still alive in the backside with the AK-47. Does get 1 as Stamina makes his way out from Market, but Austin good for the final trade of the round, and Strife has increased their lead to 4 rounds here on Mirage. See if Verum can maybe grab a 6th here in the final round of the first half. They're going to buy up 5. Well, make that 4 Deagles, actually. Ajax going to be on the P250. Scadio making the peek into window from Cat. Lands the Deagle headshot onto Stamina. Saturn getting aggressive here at B Hall. Is able to kill Ajax in Kitchen. Nice little A1S headshot on the push. Slight, meanwhile, with a big 1 dig, but Mills has a 1 dig in store for triple box as well. Austin down just past triple. Joel's able to get the trade. Joel still in sight. He hasn't been dealt with yet. Peeks towards outside of connector. Able to connect on Chu there. That's going to leave only Scadio remaining here. Desert Eagle in a Dream 1v3 situation. Does have the bomb in hand. He's going to have to deal with balcony there and just not able to turn in time to see that Joel's was on Balk, and Strife increasing their lead to 5 rounds, continuing to look strong here on Mirage. We'll be back for the second half in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. Second half underway here between Strife and Verum. Verum trying to rally back here on Mirage to push a potential 3rd map. If they can't pull that off, this will be the end of their season, and Strife gonna have a chance to advance to the big show. Ajax holding a bit of a vulnerable spot there from Sandwich. Joel's going to see him in Palace, but he puts quite a bit of damage onto Joel's there. Still no kills going out. Saturn leading the way out. Connector for Strife. They're flooding the A side, but Mills in hell with that USP takes out 2 quickly. Both headshots. Slight, meanwhile, going up outer connector stairs. Finds 2 with the P250. 1 CT spawn, 1 Tetris. Austin dropping off balcony. Able to get Mills there quickly with the P250. Almost clears out a second there as Pendulum was tagged falling back into jungle. 2v2 situation, and Pendulum and Chu each able to get a headshot there as bomb is planted. And it looked like Strife was going to be able to pull that off, but that's not the case. Pendulum somehow surviving for quite a while there with only 9 HP. So Verum has once again sliced that lead down to 4 rounds. Let's see if they can kind of get a bit of a rally going here. You don't want to let Strife get to that 12, 13 round range without already stacking some rounds for yourself here. Mills peeking from underpass, able to take out Joel's top mid. Make that 2. Nice little A1S headshot onto Austin. That's 3 for Mills. Can he go for the ace? Maybe not, because Saturn's going to be on lurk mode there over at balcony. So Ajax will get that headshot onto Saturn, but Mills still a huge round for him despite this. Eco is actually a... Yeah, it was a full eco. I thought there was one player on Strife that forced all the way there, but that was not the case. Regardless, Strife's still gonna not gonna have enough cash to buy here, so it will be another semi buy here for the terrorist side. Scotio on the initial stop at mid. Him and Pendulum pushed all the way up to top mid, combining for 3, and Pendulum whipping around with the P250 finds 2 coming out of underpass there, and out of nowhere, Verum is only trailing by 2 rounds, and the possibility of a third and deciding map now looking much more doable for them. Strife flooding out middle here. No contact being made yet. Scotio is not playing mid with that op this round. Scotio over in B Halls finds Saturn, making that B Hall peak early. And so Verum getting things started once again in the right direction this round. Strife still looking very undecided here, although they do have Joel's and Slight leaning towards B Halls with the bomb. Stamina pushing through window after getting boosted. Mills on the other side of murder window to intercept him, though. Joel's flying out B Halls, able to take out 2 at the B side. B is fully clear, but Joel's left in a 1v2, and Pendulum and Ajax are quickly rotating over. Joel's fakes the plant, drops the smoke market window. Joel's, can he pull this off? AK in hand. Now he's going for the plant committed. Plant has been successfully put down, but after Joel's makes the peek towards market, Ajax is going to be right on the other side of site to get the kill. And Verum with a bit of gamesmanship here, not defusing the bomb quite yet. And Verum, after a tough battle throughout the first half and the first 4 rounds of the second half here, are officially within a single round of potentially tying things up now. Verum running the double AWP setup for the first time this map. Strife gonna be rushing out A ramp. Joel's leading the way into the A site. Pendulum peeking out from smoke, able to get 2. Chu good on backing him up for 1. Ajax finds Stamina near Sandwich, but Stamina and Slight were both able to trade out there. That's going to leave only Slight remaining, though. with the AWP. He's certainly going to be heard on CT spawn stairs. Life has been seen from both angles. Chu going to finish him off in the site there with the AWP, and Verum has officially tied things up here at 10 apiece. Strive not going to be able to afford the full buy. Going to be a majority Tech 9s here. Ajax does get the initial stop at Palace there, but Strive able to get the trade that frees up Austin for the plant, even though Pendulum was right there in jungle the whole time. He got smoked off. Verum looking to retake 4v5, still with 2 ops in hand. Austin going to be seen at Hazard Box, forced to make a move because he got Molotov, but as he makes that move, Chu gonna take him out with the AWP from outside connector. Mills on the rotation gets another with the op stamina. Good for 1 from Sandwich, but it's all up to Slight and Palace to clutch the 1v2, brings it to a 1v1 as he kills Mills through the smoke. And oh no, Scottio did have enough time to defuse, and oh boy. Oh boy. Bit of a heartbreaker there for Strive. Oh, Strive, it could have been different for you, but you quick switch to your knife. Oh man. I could write a poem about that round. But ultimately, Verum now in the lead by 1. Can they continue this momentum? Verum just looking so sharp here on the CT side. Still running that double AWP setup, so nothing's going to come easy here for Strive. Stamina. It's the initial pick there at T-Ramp. Joel's backing him up. Finds Pendulum there by Tetris. Nice little AK-47 headshot there from Joel's. Strive continuing to flood the A site. And it looks like Verum already hanging out on B for the save. They're not going to be going for this one. And it looks like Strive will indeed be tying things up back at 11 apiece, barring some sort of server tragedy or something of that ilk. Bomb planted on the A side, but as mentioned, Verum already saving on B. As they should. You don't want to give up those 2 ops. Better to just save it for next round. Scottio going to be saving that A1S as well. Scottio actually in a bit of a dangerous position here in ladder room. Having to watch both his lower cat angle and window. Mills does get 1 in market there with the AWP, but he loses a teammate. So it's going to be only 1 op and an A1S being saved here for the CT side, and things are all tied up once again at 11 apiece. Verum still going to be on a full buy here. Mills getting aggressive at middle. Oh man, that's some serious aggression from Verum. They had 3 players peeking mid. What confidence from Mills just being all the way up there with an off-out. Ajax, meanwhile, does hold down the A side. Good for 2, but Saturn and Joel's able to trade out +1. Brings us to a 2-on-2. Bomb has not been planted yet. Scotio wrapping around from CT spawn stairs. Now pushing towards triple, but Saturn able to check his flank angle. Scotio down. Chu good for the trade. Leaves us in a 1v1, and Joel's has the intuition to keep his eye on window. Lands the headshot onto Chu, and Strife back in the lead by a single round. Will Verum be able to recapture the lead again, or is Strife going to run away with this one? Verum doesn't have enough money for a full rifle buy here. Mills will be on the AWP once more, but it's only going to be 3 upgraded pistols being bought here on the Verum side, and then Chu full saving with the USP. Also, if we want to reflect on the round, I believe it was round 7 when Verum tied things up. That final Verum player, I think he did think that the time was going to expire no matter what, so I don't think he was just trying to troll or anything. Scotio and Ajax able to get 2 stops there with those upgraded pistols at A. Joel's in stamina flooding the side to get the plant down. Scotio falls near Sandwich. Chu still hiding over here at T ramp. He's got an off in hand now. He brought it to a 2v2, but Austin does land the headshot there towards Tetris. It's only Mills remaining here at triple box with an AWP. Austin gonna finish him off with the AK, and Strife back up by 2 rounds now. On the early mid peak, but no major contact being made yet. Pendulum actually did get tagged up right after that, down to 42. Saturn able to finish off Pendulum at Cat. Mills trading out. Mills able to get a second pick there at mid with the AWP. Slight down. Austin and Saturn with only 18 and 10 HP. Can they potentially make something happen here? Are they just going to go for the save early? Strife allowing some time off the clock, and they haven't committed to saving the weapons yet, so it looks like they will be going for this. Austin gonna boost Saturn up into window. Strife will officially just be saving these weapons as there's only 10 seconds remaining. Verum going to be able to hold on to their 3 rifles as well. Counter-terrorists win. And we'll see if Verum can potentially tie things up once again, or if Strife is going to inch closer to a potential series victory with just 2 maps. Mills on the early mid peak, but Saturn had already crossed towards top mid boxes. In Pendulum running out mid, didn't have that info on Saturn yet. Saturn gonna hit the AK-47 headshot. Mills from the mid peak able to take out out Slight. Nice little op headshot there. Brings us to a 4-on-4. Still a lot of time for Strife to work with. Strive continuing to let some time off the clock here. Now less than a minute remaining as they rotate back towards the A site. Strife regrouping at T ramp. Molotovs and utility being used towards jungle, but this is not a full A commit yet from Strife. Austin pushing through that smoke. Saturn able to get a nice pick there in connector, and it looks like Strive will indeed be pressing the issue at A. Mills with a nice peek from CT spawn stairs, hit the headshot onto Joel's. Chu able to find one on the rotation there in jungle. Saturn able to trade out onto Chu just a couple seconds later. There brings us to a 2-on-2 with the bomb planted. Can Scadio and Mills retake here? Mills lurking by triple, gonna get caught out in the open, and Austin gonna make him pay for that. Scadio, meanwhile, drops his weapon near Sandwich, and Austin will be able to land that headshot onto Scadio to bring a 14th round to the Strife side. Slide on the early peak from A ramp, finds 2 with the AWP, and this round is all Strife so far. Despite this being an eco, some very nice picks coming in from Strife. Stamina able to get another there at Cat, and it's only Scadio remaining on Catwalk here for Verum. Scadio with no options left will fall, and that brings Strife to both map and series point. Strife essentially running their default here, spreading out a bit. They do have Joel's and Palace as well. No major contact being made yet from either team. Actually, no damage going out yet from either team. Strife continuing to let some time off the clock. Strife now regrouping at mid. They are going to make this mid peak in unison, but Chu from Catwalk able to line up 2 with the A1S. Huge play there from Chu to keep Verum in this one. Saturn was able to trade out. Ajax will kill Joel's over at the A site. It's only 2 players remaining for Strife. Saturn does take out Ajax in the A side. Slight able to take out Pendulum, bottom of connector, and suddenly it's a 2v2 with 40 seconds on the clock. Mills still over here in the A site, and he's got Saturn right next to him here. He's going to hear Saturn now. Let's see how Mills responds to this. Mills on the peak at the perfect time finds Saturn lurking towards triple. Slight, though, hits the no-scope out of murder window as he rotates through market to the B side. Slight will go ahead and plant the bomb at the B side, and we're left in a 1v1 Verum season in the hands of Mills. Not to put any pressure on you, Mills, but you had your knife out, my brother. Oh boy. Slight gonna make him pay for that. Finishes him off with the AWP, and a well-earned series victory there from Strife. They had a bit of a back and forth there with Verum on Dust 2, but were able to pull away by 4 rounds in the end, just in my opinion, due to their practice and a lot of their discipline. They just really hold a lot of their angles in such, a dedicated fashion. And then, Strife just knows when their pushes are going to work and when they're not. We saw that on some of their mid pushes here defensively on Mirage. And Verum did have a nice comeback going there on Mirage, but just not quite able to complete that comeback. And they won't be able to push a third map. Congrats to Strife, who will continue advancing here to the lower bracket grand final, and then a chance to go to the actual grand final. So best of luck to Strife moving forward. Verum, this is the end of their season, but it's been great to cover them this season. I wish them the best moving forward. Looking forward to covering their matches in season 39 and other tournaments. So, we'll be keeping an eye on both of these teams in the near future. So thanks for coming out tonight, guys. Thanks for the support. Go ahead and hit that follow button if you haven't already. Turn those notifs on. We'll be covering some more matches over the next few days, I'm sure, potentially even tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to be signing off. You can give me a follow on Twitter as well. Same alias at Hamtaro1H. We might be sending you over to one of the other premiere matches or a different stream right now. We'll let you know in just a second here. But either way, guys, have a great night, and we'll see you next time.